Oh, the dreaded U-turns. So many people have issues with U-turns, and these are a couple reasons why you are still afraid of U-turns. So the main thing is, most riders that I see when I'm out practicing or at the courses, they just don't have enough lean angle. So the more you lean the bike over, the tighter the turn is going to be. But in order to lean the bike more, going through the same turn, you have to go a little bit faster. So whenever I'm doing my low speed maneuvers, I'm usually going between 8 and probably 15 miles per hour. A lot of people that I see, they're simply going too slow. They're going maybe 5, 6 miles per hour, and the bike isn't leaning enough in order to make the tight turns. So if you look right here, I'm just kind of straight up and down. I'm kind of just using my handlebars to turn. Now on that bike, the big handlebars, I could kind of get away with it, but it doesn't work on other bikes like this one. You have to have a whole lot of lean angle to make these tighter turns. So the lean angle is the key. That's the main thing. The next aspect is just afraid of dropping the bike. And that really means afraid of making mistakes. So sure, nobody wants to drop the bike. That's never a goal, but you have to accept and expect mistakes to happen. Dropping the bike means you're actually trying. You're putting the effort and you're committing to, you know what, I'm going to actually try to do this. And I am willing to accept the bike may drop. You put on some crash bars, you put on some frame sliders, it'll be okay if it drops. You pick the thing back up and you continue on. Sometimes the best learning experiences I have ever had when learning how to do all these low speed technical skills was when the bike actually dropped. That's when I had the biggest light bulbs come on because I learned what not to do. And sometimes learning what not to do is better than doing it right if I do it right the first time. Like, oh man, I almost dropped the bike right there, or this is what I felt, or this is what I did, and that made a mistake. I dropped the bike. Awesome. I just learned something from that. And then you grow, and then you break through that plateau, and then you go on. Same thing right here with the scooter. There's no clutch to worry about, but it's just lean angle. Maybe a little bit of rear brake, throttle control, and lean angle. As you can see, my floorboards are damn near on the ground. You have to get that bike leaned over. And as you can see, I stay straight up and down. I just want that bike to lean. I tell people, I want your foot peg on the floor. I literally want you to lean the bike over as far as you can. Like, that is the goal. And the tighter and tighter you make the circle you're trying to go around, you have to have more and more lean angle in order to do that. And that's the main idea. So a lot of people as well, they put in half the effort. People tell me they practice for an hour a day. And I say, no, you don't. Because if you would actually put 100% effort and focus into practicing 1 hour a day, you'd be better than me. But maybe you go to the parking lot for an hour, but you're 20 minutes playing on your phone, you're 15 minutes, talking with other people, you're warming yourself up, you're, eating or drinking water, but you're not actually, no kidding, putting yourself in a situation where you're freaking yourself out. This is why the things that I do in the parking lot are scary and it freaks me out, because the street is super easy because of the things I do in the parking lots, right? So if you put in half the effort, you'll get half the results. Put in more time and effort. Really, really try and understand, if you're going to do this, the bike may drop, but you're going to grow from it. Because how good do you want to be? There's no one stopping you from going out there and practicing. It's just you. So go to MotoJitsu.com. You can get my MotoJitsu app, which has all the drills on it. And there's nothing stopping you but an empty road, a dead-end road, a cul-de-sac, wherever you are, because you're always going to need to do low-speed turns somewhere while you're riding. You may have to do a U-turn because the road ended, the gas pump isn't working, you have to make a quick U-turn. Hey, we went the wrong way, let's turn around and go the other way. There's always a reason to do low-speed maneuvers. And anybody that I find that's really good at low-speed maneuvers, they're also good on the street at higher speeds, because it's very technical and challenging doing the low-speed stuff. So if you just go on the street becomes easy. Like the main goal for me is the street always want to be the easiest thing I do with the least amount of stress. That's why I freak myself out at courses and track days. I'm really going 100%. Parking lots, I lean the bike over, I freak myself out. I'm like, holy crap, this is very challenging and difficult, takes a lot of concentration. So by the time I get to the street, oh man, easiest thing in the world I could be doing. So get out there and practice, expect mistakes to happen, and get some more lean angle.